Scientifically, your brain forgets 75% of what you read within a week, and it has been making your learning hard since the day you were born. Then, one scientist introduced the most powerful learning technique ever discovered. A two-stage learning system that trains your memory and helps you remember what you read, learn, or study, so you never forget it again. And this video is exactly about that. Hermann Ebbinghaus, a German scientist, experimented on his own memory for 5 years and discovered something fascinating. Whenever we read something new, our brain follows a predictable pattern of forgetting. Within a day, it forgets about 66% of it, and within a week, 75%. The memory keeps fading over time, and after a month, the brain only remembers 10 to 20% of it. This is the forgetting curve, and it happens to everyone. Before you feel bad about your memory, understand why our brain does so. Forgetting is actually a feature of our brain, not a flaw. Our brain gets millions of bits of information every second. And if we remembered every face on every street, every word from every conversation, we would be overwhelmed. So unless we signal our brain that something matters, it lets it fade from memory. But the question is, how do we signal our brain not to forget what we read? Research shows that the depth of first learning decides the steepness of the forgetting curve. And this is the first stage of our learning system, deep encoding. When we read something for the first time in a way that lets our brain blend it with information that already exists, the new information becomes deeply encoded. And once it is encoded like this, the brain does not remove it from memory easily. So first, think about what you already know about the thing you're going to read. Then add new knowledge on top of that. If you do not have existing knowledge about it, create simple analogies to connect it with something you already know. For example, if you read about electricity, you might picture it as water flowing through a pipe. While reading facts or memorizing words, create mnemonics. For example, you are learning the vocabulary of a new language, let's say Japanese. In Japanese, mizu means water. To remember this, create a mnemonic like me in the zoo, searching for water. This is the foundation. When your foundation is strong, your forgetting curve becomes less steep from the very beginning. Now comes the second stage, strategic recall. Revising when you are just about to forget. The forgetting curve has a steep drop within the first 7 days of learning. Then it gradually levels off with only small changes across the following months. Your revision needs to follow this pattern to flatten the curve. Without strategic recall, by the end of a month, you retain only about 20% of what you read. Reviewing the material within 20 minutes can raise this to about 50%. Revisiting it again after 1 day can increase retention by the end of the month to nearly 75%, and reviewing it again after a week can raise this from about 80% to full recall. This is also called spaced repetition. If you want to remember it for an even longer time, review it after growing gaps. You might wonder, how does this work when you have so much on your plate? Spaced repetition needs a little effort at the beginning, but becomes very efficient with time. After 2 to 3 reviews, you only need a short skim that takes a few minutes. Many recent replication studies on forgetting curve point to the same result. This two-stage method strengthens each idea at the right time and greatly increases how long you can remember it. If you found the video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. Go flatten that curve and tell me in the comments about your progress.